Hola y bienvenido a Spring Spanish. Yo soy Paulísima, I am Paulísima, and I'm one of the Spanish teachers at Spring Spanish YouTube channel. En este video vas a aprender, in this video you will learn all the phrases and vocabulary that you need to ordenar comida en un restaurante, to order food in a restaurant. So you can go to that Latin American restaurant around the corner, or when you travel to Latin America, you can order a chimichanga. Well, actually, not really, because chimichanga is something that it's really Tex-Mex, so I don't think you can find that in Latin America. But well, it doesn't matter. Empecemos. So if you go to a restaurant that is very fancy, or I mean, not really fancy, but the kind that you will have to call before going to make a reservation, you will be met by the hostess, right? And here we have an easy one because en español, we use the same word for hostess. So, la hostess will accompany you to la mesa. La mesa. The table, and she will hand you los menús. Los menús. You guessed it, the menus. In Latin America, they will be organized in the same way that they are everywhere, pretty much. So, primero, at first, you have las entradas. Las entradas, the appetizers. And it's very important that you learn this word because it's kind of like a 3-for-1, because it not only means appetizers, but it also means entry and entrance. So entrada is a good word for you. Next thing in the menu will be los platos fuertes. Los platos fuertes. The main courses. Los platos fuertes literally translates as the strong plates, but we don't mean that, of course. We mean the main courses, or like my American friends call them, the entrees, all right? And al final, at the end, in a regular menu, you will have los postres. Los postres. The desserts. Like in most places, you will order first las bebidas, the drinks. And el mesero or la mesera, if it's a woman, el mesero is a man, will come to la mesa and ask you something like, ¿les ofrezco algo de tomar? It doesn't really matter how this particular mesero says it. What you are looking for here is the keywords algo de tomar, something to drink. So you can order agua, water, cerveza, beer. But how would you order? All right, there are many ways to do it, but I want to teach you the easiest one. And this is also a chunk of the Spanish language that will be useful for you not only in the context of a restaurant, but in other contexts. And pay attention, here it comes. It's para mí. Para mí. For me. So you could say, para mí, agua, por favor. For me, water, please. Para él, agua también. For him, water too. For more food vocabulary, please follow our Spring Spanish YouTube channel. We have a whole series there of videos for traveling and for beginners, and you most certainly will find all of that you're interested in right there. So, el mesero comes back to la mesa, the waiter comes back to the table, and he will ask you something like, ¿Están listos para ordenar? ¿Están listos para ordenar? Are you ready to order? Pay attention here for two keywords. Listos, ready, and ordenar, to order. Most likely you and your friend are still not listos para ordenar and you need more time. You could say, no, no estamos listos. No, no estamos listos. But you could also say this one, which I really love and you can use for other occasions too. 5 minutos, por favor. 5 minutos, por favor. 5 minutes, please. So now, el mesero comes back to la mesa after 5 minutos and he will take your order now. And you will order first las entradas, the appetizers. You know how to do this now. So, para ella, una ensalada César, por favor. Para ella, una ensalada César, por favor. That is for her a Caesar salad, please. But what if you're sharing? Okay, this phrase might come handy when you do that. Let's say, vamos a compartir. Vamos a compartir. We are going to share. Alright, so you will tell el mesero, vamos a compartir las empanadas, por favor. Vamos a compartir las empanadas, por favor. We're going to share las empanadas. If you don't know what las empanadas are, you are really missing out in life. You have to know this. There are these delicious pies filled with all kinds of fillings, delicious. You can find them all through Latin America. Every country has their own version. And really learn this one because you can never go wrong with a delicious empanada. Now you're ready to order your plato fuerte, your main dish. And you will order probably pollo, chicken, carne, which means meat, but most of the times people use it to just say beef. Or you can order cerdo, pork, pescado, fish, or un platillo vegetariano, a vegetarian dish. Now you're eating and you're like enjoying your delicious comida. You're going to town to your comida and boom, you drop your fork. No te preocupes. Don't worry. You can always ask el mesero for un tenedor, una cuchara. But maybe you drop it all and you are super clumsy like me and you will need a whole set of cubiertos. And you will ask your mesero, unos cubiertos, por favor. Unos cubiertos, por favor. I mean, of course, you're not going to show the cubiertos because if you had them, you wouldn't need them. Now you're really enjoying your meal. You're going to town to your comida, to your meal, and then you have like a chunk of bread in the back of your head, and then you have like pieces of meat and salsa all over. You will need first a course on good manners. And the other thing that you will need is una servilleta. Una servilleta, por favor. Now, estás lleno. You are full. But el mesero comes back to your mesa and asks you, ¿desean algo más? ¿Desean algo más? Would you like anything else? And what's the point of leaving if you cannot order dessert? So you order a postre. And once you're really done with your meal, after el postre y todo and everything, now you are ready to order the check. Of course, you can get away with this, but it is very useful to learn this one. La cuenta, por favor. La cuenta, por favor. Now, don't forget that throughout Latin America, tips are really important for everybody that works in the tourism industry. So this is not your time to be stingy. No seas codo. Don't be cheap and leave 15%. I think 15% will be the default. You could leave 10% maybe, but I would only recommend that if you were like alone and you only had like una cerveza, that's okay. But if you were more than one person in a table and you had like a proper meal, please leave 15%. 15%. We have a video for learning the numbers here, of course, in our Spring Spanish YouTube channel. Check it out. It's really good, super informative. You learn everything that you need. Muy bien. Now you know how to order food in a restaurant and you will be able to impress your Spanish-speaking friends. And when you come to Latin America, you will act like a total local. We have a whole series of Spanish for traveling here in our Spring Spanish YouTube channel. So please check out the videos that are made by the other Spanish teachers at Spring Spanish channel and myself, your humble servant. If you're ready to take your Spanish a step further, you're getting really serious about learning, we have a free Spanish training in our website where you will discover the method that we use at Spring Spanish Academy to teach our students to speak fluent Spanish. You will also get some free sample Spanish lessons that come directly from our academy. So please, if you're interested, just click in the link in the description to sign up. This was Paulísima y fue un placer estar con ustedes. Hasta la próxima.
Remember to subscribe to the Spring Spanish YouTube channel, like this video and share it with anyone interested in learning Spanish for good.